What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let them all in on the lie? Even the homecoming queen cries.
What effort level were you at just there?
Maybe like a 5.
Let's pretend we're towards the end of the song. What happens if we go to like a 6 or a 7? So it's like a little bit more towards the end of the song kind of volume.
What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let them all in on the lie? Even the homecoming queen cries.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I felt emotion, and I've felt like you pushed the effort a little bit, which is great. And you got a little bit more presence in the sound too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Voxstar, and welcome to From Singer to Artist. I'm Lara Chapman, award-winning singer and songwriter turned viral vocal coach and the host of this show. At VoxTape Studios, we help singers from all over the world level up their voices by teaching them the 3 fundamental skills all singers need: technique, awareness, and artistry. Whether you're looking to go pro or just develop your voice for fun, my team and I are here to help. Check the link in the description to book your first session or grab some of our other resources. Alrighty, are you ready? Let's get started. We are back in the studio with Coach Kate from our team and one of her students and her lovely mom. Welcome, Ireland and Carrie.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. We don't have a lot of local Indianapolis students, but Ireland, you're the exception. Yes. So it's so great that you guys have some availability to come here and actually meet Kate in person.
Yeah,
you guys have been working together for couple years, and this is the first time you're meeting in person.
Yeah, it is. This is so exciting.
It was so funny to see you guys meet in person for the first time. It was like a little bit of that flesh shock, as I like to call it. Like, oh my God, what's happening?
That's such a good way to describe it. Yeah.
But I have met you guys in person before because we did a couple in-person lessons there as well. But before we actually dig into singing, because Kate is going to be coaching Ireland here for a little bit, for a couple minutes. So I'm really excited for that little live voice lesson. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit more about your story, Ireland, like how you got started and why you love singing and what do you love singing, and is Kate doing a good job or not? No, I'm kidding.
She's awesome.
And for you, Carrie, you know, like, how did you know that Ireland really wanted to sing? And, you know, what was it like for you to enroll her in voice lessons and all of the above? So that parents out there can be like, okay, when should I enroll my kid in a singing lesson? Is this the right thing for them or not? And when do you know it's like, this is not the right fit? You know, all of that. So let's start with, you know, how did you know, maybe Carrie, that's the first question for you. How did you know that Ireland really loved singing?
Well, to be honest, I think she came out of the womb singing. Okay. So she has been singing since she was a baby. And she came to me when she was 5 and said, I really want to take lessons.
Wow.
At 5.
Early.
Very early.
I didn't even know that was a thing at 5.
I didn't either. And quite honestly, it was a challenge for me to navigate, because who in the world is going to take on a 5-year-old, right? So we searched for someone locally here, and we found someone that was willing to take her. And in the lessons, they were wonderful. She was a wonderful lady, but she was a lot more musical oriented. And Ireland came home at 5 and said, I want to sing like Alicia Keys' Girl on Fire.
That was the first song we worked on. Yes.
So in that thought process, she was trying to sort of get into that world of pop rock, but it really wasn't meshing or mixing up well at that moment, because I think this other teacher was just more older school, I'll say. So I started looking online to find someone. Of course, it was COVID, so now everything's shut down. And to be honest with you, I just looked online, started searching like who's the best vocal teacher for pop rock in Indianapolis.
Wow.
Googling that, and you came up in your company.
We are the best.
You do have the award.
We do have the award.
Okay, so, but in all honesty, that's how it happened.
Wow.
And so I started researching, how does this work? And I was excited because I was thinking, oh my gosh, there's this Laura Chapman right here, VoxTape Studios. And the funny thing is you offered up something that nobody else does because it's a online opportunity with a huge platform of resources and expertise. So after we met you the first time, I was kind of like, well, this is perfect. Right? This is just going to work out perfect. And you were saying to me, you don't have to do them in person. You can actually do them online.
Yeah.
And so that even was better for us because Ireland was in school. She still is in school, obviously. But the flexibility of time and us being at home and being able to sort of navigate all of that is really where we got to you. And I will say, she's been with Kate for years, and I can't say enough amazing things about Kate.
I'm a crush.
She has been a dream, and I think their relationship is amazing.
I love that. I remember I started lessons when I was 12 or 13, almost 13. So your age right now, you've got years on me, girl. You're way ahead.
She really is, yeah.
And so, but I remember that relationship that I had with my voice teacher. Even when I left to go to college, because I'm from Switzerland.
Right.
I couldn't keep doing lessons in Switzerland because online wasn't a thing.
Right.
And so, I moved to America. I needed to switch to a different teacher.
Right.
But every time I would come home, I would text her and she's like, oh yeah, come on over. We're having dinner. And I would eat dinner with her and her family. How sweet is that? I miss her. Beatrice, if you're watching, I miss you.
I had a very similar situation with my childhood voice teacher. I was with my voice teacher from the time I was in 7th grade. And I kind of had a similar experience where I was bouncing around, kind of trying to find the right fit for the kind of voice I wanted to get to. And I still text my voice teacher and say hi. And so it's a similar thing where it's he created such a safe space for me to be. He created such a safe space for me to be myself and he let me do that. And so one of the reasons I love being a voice teacher is because I want to do that for people too. So
creating a safe space, have fun together, obviously learn stuff, but also have fun together.
It's also nice to have a mentor that is maybe not a parent in your life. You know what I mean? Of course, it's important to have family and parents and all that, but to have an adult in your life that's not directly related to you, it's kind of this outside. When your mom says things, I promise it's real. It's true,
especially with teenagers, right? Mom and dad can never say anything that's
100%. Yes. And so when Kate says it, it comes at a totally different way, right? And her level of expertise and training and your resources, it's so great to have all of that come together because at the end of the day, Ireland has flourished, I feel, since she's been with this in your entire company, is the way I'll put it. And so what I love about Kate is that she's not only a coach, she's a mentor. And the training that is provided to not only just expand what she should be learning, it's also preserving and sort of cultivating and taking that time to say, okay, we're going to push it to this level. Okay, we're going to push it to that level. And I think that's been really fun to watch.
I love that. And also Kate specializes in working with younger voices too. And I think that's really important when you're working with kids, especially because you started at 6 with us and you were already taking lessons before, right? So it's different working with young kids than with older, teenagers, adults, and all that. So
yeah, and our lessons have definitely changed a lot since our first few lessons. I would just teach you little songs and things like that when we first started. Do you remember the penguin dance? You remember the? Did we do that? Maybe it was a different. No, it was you. It was you. we would do like little songs and things like that, or we would do little games. And now we don't do that. We're like, okay, get the straw going. Like, okay, we're getting into our mix, you know. But it has progressed.
So it's more like a voice lesson, and not like, let's sing and have fun.
Well, it was a lot of keeping her engaged, right? Because at that age, the attention is different. And so the engagement that you were able to give her, because it was a challenge, I'm sure, to say, hey, okay, we're going to stay focused and we're going to work on this. And now I think she's blossomed into like, hey, I really want to try this song. And Kate's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can handle me saying, this is why I'm doing this now. As like when you were 8, I would never explain to you why I was doing something, but now I can be like, do you know why I did that? And then we talk about it a little bit. So you kind of get to know your instrument.
Yeah. The anatomy girl over here. I love it. That's awesome. Because then you make a whole lot more progress when you actually know why you're doing something. But try that with a 6-year-old. It's not going to work.
Right. Exactly. I think one thing, too, that Kate has done is she'll kind of set the expectations. As Ireland's gotten older, I loved that you kind of said here, maybe at the beginning of the year, it was like, okay, you're getting a little older, so I'm going to kind of expect this and this from you. And so it does keep her engaged and also allow her to bring a little more to the table and a little more to the table, right? Kind of pushing her to do those things, which I think is awesome.
I love that. How is the experience for you, Ireland? Do you feel like there's a little difference in your voice lessons?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just like a lot more like focused, and I try and practice even when like I feel like I don't have that much time. But like I feel like Coach Kate has been like really good, and like when I'm having a rough day or something, she like understands and she's like, it's okay, like and it makes me feel good, and I just really like that. And I really like the lessons, and I feel like I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
That's great.
I feel like we've all walked into a voice lesson and just cried the whole time. you know, not that you actually haven't done that with me but it's just like one of those things where it's a space where you can be. And, if you sing that day, like, great, we're very happy to have that. But if that's not what your body, your soul is needing, like, let's talk about something else. Let's like focus on something different,
Yeah, because singing is such a vulnerable thing, right? And we sing to express ourselves. And so, even if you initially don't say anything, but you start singing and then it's like, it's not happening. And then, then the breakdown happens. It happens all the time in lessons.
Yeah,
and
all the time.
That's normal. If that happens to you, it's okay. We're here to support you, not to judge you. Yeah.
It's real life, right?
I mean,
totally.
Everything that when you're trying to sing and learn and that type of thing, there's all these other things going on in the background, right? Because she's a child in school. So she's got other pressures and that type of stuff. Yeah. But as I've always said, this feeds her soul. So
I love that.
That's what makes me happy.
Well, talking about feeding your soul, because I remember the first time I met you, Ireland, you didn't just sing, "This girl is on fire," but you were also bringing in some original songs, too. You were writing at 6 years old. Like, are you or your husband, like, super musical, or where did you pick this up?
We are not. I more journalism type of major, but, I think in my side of the family, on my dad's side, there are all singers and performers, primarily because my great-grandparents were on Broadway. And so I think it kind of just genetically, everybody, when we get together at family gatherings, everyone's pulling a microphone.
Yeah.
And trying to get up on stage, and that kind of a thing. So,
wow. Yeah. Well, now we know where you got it from. That's awesome. Do you remember your first lesson? I mean, probably not. This was like 5 years ago.
It was.
I don't think I do.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Do you still write songs too?
Oh yeah, I write a lot of songs. I take songwriting lessons.
Very cool. Very cool. So, I remember like when we were working on songs, it was just like so free flowy. Like it was just like a stream of consciousness, just like go, go, go. And I was like, all right, cool. How do I teach her song structure? But she's 6 years old.
Yeah. That is the struggle.
How am I going to make this happen? And compared to you, Kate, I don't have experience working with young kids. I called my mom because she's a kindergarten teacher and has been for 40 years. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got a 6-year-old. What do I do?
Right.
And like, how can I translate this into singing and songwriting? Right. But, you know, just the pedagogy, how do you say that word? Pedagogy, thank you. Just the pedagogy behind it, right? Yeah. So anyways, I was definitely challenged just to keep you engaged and trying to teach you things. So when Kate came along, it was like, all right, actually, you know what? So here's the thing. I have somebody who specializes in this. How about we try this? And that was just the perfect thing. It sounds like it's working out.
It was. And I love the fact that you were saying, you know, hey, let's match her up with somebody that can kind of meet her where she is right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a beautiful relationship.
Yeah. Yes.
It really has.
I love it. So what's like your favorite thing to do these days, Ireland?
I just really like to just like have fun and like be myself with like songs and like just like whenever I'm feeling sad or something happened, like I just will start writing a song. Or I'll just like start singing and grab like my piano. And I just like, that's one of my favorite things to do, like ever.
I love that. Do you take piano lessons too? Or?
Yes, I do.
Busy girl.
And guitar.
And guitar?
Yeah.
Wow, very busy girl.
Well, started on the ukulele and we moved to the guitar because she was writing all these songs. It was like, maybe we need to pick up an instrument, you know? And I was like, okay, we'll start with the ukulele. And then the ukulele became the guitar. And now piano too. And so sometimes like her piano will be, we've done a couple lessons where she has the piano. So I'll give her like, okay, well, you know, you might know how to play these chords on the song, you know, so we can kind of start connecting the dots. You know,
that's going to be great for performing because I know, Carrie, you reached out to me. This was a couple months ago, maybe. You're like, all right, we need like performance opportunities. What do we do here? And I was like, okay, under 21 opportunities. That's
limiting.
You can't like do bars and things like that because you have to be 21 to do that. Like contests and things like that. And I'm always like, it's so much easier if you can accompany yourself. Yeah. You're automatically taken so much more seriously when you can play an instrument and sing at the same time compared to you're just singing to a track. But so that was a really, really great move, especially because you write songs too. Right? Really great move to do that. Did you ever look more into like all these different things that Ireland could do for performance?
I have. And I will say the resources were endless. And you even outside of just that conversation offer up a lot of great resources as a parent for me to understand like what does the music industry look like now? How do people make their own music? You know, what does garage band look like? I mean, there's just a lot of navigation, I guess, that goes on in the background. But for the performances for her, I definitely, anything that I can find, I've tried to put her in. You know, she'll do like, she's done the Palladium, does open mic night.
Yeah, that's so
cool. So we kind of have our yearly things. And you're right. I mean, at her age, you can't walk her into a bar.
Yeah.
We still have plans to go to Nashville and just kind of explore that, see what all that might be fun, you know, and what
you haven't been, you can go with them.
I know. I'll come. I'll be like, whoa.
So I usually try to find whatever I can within the limitations of her age. And also ask her, you know, sometimes she has said, I mean, she's done things at her own school. They've had, what is that, like contest or something?
I think you did a talent or like a talent show at the end of the school year or something like that.
And that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, did you do that this year?
No, because our teacher, like, she forgot. And
she was just a little busy.
She was like, today's the talent show. And we were like, what?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy performing?
Of course I get nervous, but, like, once you really get into it, it's, like, easy. And, like, people are cheering you on. And so...
That is such a good point that you bring up. I feel like sometimes as singers, we're like, oh my God, whoa. But it's like the audience is not here hoping that you'll crack or mess up a lyric. Like the audience wants you to succeed. So yes, you're right. They're here to cheer you on, not to be like, I can't wait for her to mess up. no person in their right mind sits in an audience and thinks that.
Yeah.
Well, and you bring up a really good point, because anytime she's ever done anything like the open mic night, people will say, I commend her for her bravery and they appreciate her talent. But really, you guys have opened up my eyes to say, you know, the more practice she gets up in front of people, the less she's going to feel nervous, the more confident. And so that, I think, has been a really cool learning journey, because this last time she got up to perform, I said to her, you know, do you need anything? She goes, I'm really not nervous, Mom. I'm fine. And she got up, and I thought she did amazing, because her confidence level and her ability to just kind of be more free with her vocals, like it would look like she was really having fun, you know? And so I think that's been a big developmental moment.
You know, I feel like as a parent, I'm not a parent, but I can only imagine it must be hard.
Pet parent.
I got 3 cats.
Yeah.
But they don't have hobbies.
Right.
You know, I imagine it would be quite difficult to know, like, okay, how do I support my child without pushing my child to do something they don't really want to do? Or maybe initially they did, but they kind of lost the interest in it. And so, like, how do you navigate, like, oh, it's just a phase, or no, actually they just really lost interest and, like, let's not push it anymore? Because you see this, especially in music and in acting and in modeling, like pageants and things like that. You see it all the time. Like, the parents want it so much more than the kid. How does it feel to you, Ireland? Do you feel like Mom's a little pushy, or is it like, no, I actually really want to do all these things?
Well, sometimes, like, she'll push me to do, like, some acting job opportunities for, like, this, like, talent fusion.
Oh, yeah.
And,
the agency.
Yeah, the agency. And I'll be like, I don't know, because one time I had to dress up as a witch for it.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this.
And I had to wave a little wand around.
And you were like, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. And then another one, I had to, like, say something like something about, like, a kid, like, it was like a brother something, and I sat on the couch and I was like this, and I just had to stay there and look at the camera. But, like, I feel like she's, like, really good on, like, giving me opportunities and, like, seeing what I like and, like, understanding if I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I would agree from what I've seen. Like, you know, because there was a thing that I know you were thinking about auditioning for, and we had been talking about it and kind of working through it, and you were like, you know, I'm not sure if this is where I want to go right now. Right. And you, your parents immediately were like, okay, you know, like, and that's really nice to see, because it feels like you can be honest about it instead of feeling like I have to do this, you know? I remember a couple of years ago, we were, like, having a discussion, like, how do we get more performance opportunities? Because that's kind of the one thing with online lessons that we can't always give.
We don't have recitals.
Right. You know, we don't have recitals. So it's like, okay, we need to figure out ways that we can do this, you know? And I was just like, remember, she's 10. At this time, you were 10.
You do. You helped me get back into, okay, right.
Yeah.
You know,
and, like, you know, maybe she does want to do something and maybe she doesn't, you know, and, like, and that's how we keep the love of it alive.
Yes.
You know, because if we push so hard, you know, if me and Mom are standing there like, you have to do this, like, you're not going to want to do it, you know? I didn't, when my parents would do that, I would be like, I don't want to do this now.
Right.
You have to empty the dishwasher. Well, now I don't want to do it.
That's so true, though. And I think that's been a good learning curve as a parent, because I get excited. You know, I'm like,
yeah, of course.
Let's see what else we can, you know, provide for you or whatnot, just to cultivate that interest. And I just kind of remember the first time that you did meet Ireland, you were like, if you just cultivate this, you know. And so I'm always about give them every opportunity, but where they're cultivating their soul and trying to find all the opportunities. And sometimes I will check in with her and say, okay, is it too much with school and that kind of thing? Because there's a lot of schoolwork, you know, involved as well.
Yes, I remember there was a big shift in the beginning.
There was
of the
a really
school
big
year,
shift.
and it was overwhelming.
Yes, it really was. And so as a parent, you do really have to find yourself checking in with them mentally. Like, is it too much? Are you having fun? If you're not having fun, then we're not going to do it. Yeah. That's kind of where my mind goes. And you both have been amazing at all of that, kind of sort of shepherd me along to say, hey, here's all there is that they can do. But if it just doesn't make sense, and I loved that opportunity could have been kind of neat, but it would have required a lot of work.
Yeah,
it was an extra time commitment. And we were just like, take it off the table.
I had a similar situation, but I was in high school, so I was a little older than you are now. I think I was 17. I auditioned for one of the biggest musical theater productions in Switzerland. And I got in, like in the ensemble, not like a lead role, but like an ensemble. And I would have been the youngest by far. And it was going into like the summer between junior year and senior year of high school.
Wow.
But summer in Switzerland is 5 weeks. The musical was running for months. So I would have had to navigate school and doing a professional production every day at the same time. And then also vocally, my voice teacher was like, girl, I don't know if you are going to be fine and not blow out your voice. Because I was the kind of singer who would just push through. So that was my fault. But she knew me. And so, you know, I sat down with my voice teacher and my parents, and we're like, all right, you got in. You can do this if you want to.
Yeah.
But is it the smart choice?
Right.
So we decided not to do it.
Right.
Because it would have just been a lot. Probably would have been a great experience.
Yes.
But, you know, it would have been a lot.
Right. Right.
But now you have some funny stories about being a witch and you know, and now you're telling them on a podcast. So, you know, so the experience is good in some of those ways.
Well, and you have to try out things to know what you like and what you don't like, right?
100%.
You're not going to love everything.
I think one thing that Ireland will say, well, what if they don't like me, or, you know, so there's that level of, oh gosh, this could go the wrong way.
Yeah.
Whether it's a singing audition or whatever that looks like. And my advice to her is always, you try everything and it only takes one. So you're going to get 900,000 no's for, you know, that's in any industry, you know, and you just have to keep yourself in the mindset like, I'm just looking for one.
Yeah.
But have fun. And I think that's the thing that I'm always striving for her. And I think that's where Kate is amazing, because I think every lesson you're like checked in, it's fun. Even when she was younger, you know, there was so much like, okay, get her back in, reel her back in, you know, because it could be, it could be easy, you know.
Yeah.
And so
especially because there's, you know, sometimes there's things going on in the background. The dog is running around, you know, like there's a big window you can see outside, you know.
Yes.
And I'm like, over here, it's me.
Yeah. There could be distractions for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever, I mean, maybe you already have. Did you ever record an original song that you wrote?
Yeah, I have at a recording studio.
Okay. How was that experience?
It was really great. I really liked it, and I thought like it was really good, and it was a really cool experience.
I love that. Did you ever release it?
No.
What was the song about? Would you mind talking about that?
It was like, I honestly kind of
the one that you wrote,
Yeah.
the one that you wrote was about your papa.
Oh yeah. My grandfather passed away, and I was really sad. So like I had like a ton of songs about him, but like I felt like that one was like the best one. So
I remember we worked on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I went and recorded it, and yeah, it was really fun.
We did another one too. I think there was another. Well,
we've done a few. We've gone into the recording studio, you know, every year for her birthday. We buy time.
Oh, I love that.
So then,
what a great birthday present.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was.
But I hate to admit it, but it's fun.
Yeah. But I remember Carrie texted me and was like, "Hey, we have this thing." And I was like, okay, I have to keep this a surprise. But we kind of started prepping her for like the process of being in a recording studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, we've got a track we were using because we were singing, was it the Lauren Daigle song?
Yes.
The really
That was
low
the first
song.
one. Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you.
That's why I remember that. I'm like, I somehow
Yeah.
remember that.
And I remember I like got the email with the song in it and I was like, look at my student, like listen. But I remember it was like, okay, so you can be like, can I have that again? I didn't like that take, like maybe one headphone's on, maybe one headphone's off. There are different ways that, and that was kind of like a fun thing for us to explore and like prep for. It was like, even if you know all the words, you should always have the lyrics in front of you, no matter what, just because time is money when you're in a recording studio, right? And working with a engineer is kind of a tricky situation, but it seems like you have someone who's really, really wonderful. You seem like he was really nice.
He was wonderful.
Yeah.
And I will say you prepped her so well because we got into that recording studio and exactly to your point, she would do something and she'd be like, no, I think I could do it better. He was like, oh, I love that she has an opinion on this. He said a lot of people come in and they don't really know.
Yeah.
And they're not saying anything. And he says, it's not my recording.
Need a vocal producer in the studio.
I agree.
Oh my God. Just
I know, I agree.
hire us.
100%.
We'll be your vocal
We're
producers
here.
in the studio so we can get good takes.
That would that's an incredible
Oh, yeah.
idea.
And that's an actual job. Being a
is.
vocal producer is going into the studio with the singer to get the best takes out of them.
I think the struggle is that a lot of people who are going into recording studios are already maybe like not making a ton of money. So they don't have enough money to like bring someone else into the studio with them,
And they also don't know that that's a thing.
Yeah, they don't know it's a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing either until I was in the industry. And I was like, oh, that's a thing.
That makes a lot of sense because when you're walking out with that, demo, you're thinking, okay, what am I going to be doing with this? Am I going to be sharing it with the general public? Am I going to be sending it to record label? I don't know.
Yeah.
A number of things, right? And so when you do have that time, you're like, let's make the best of it and make sure it's great.
Yeah.
Ireland,
Good
who's-
as we're happy with.
Yeah. Ireland, who's some of the people you look up to in the music world?
Billie Eilish and like Taylor Swift. I just really like them, and I think like Billie Eilish started off like just like recording videos in her room, and it was kind of funny to me, and I was like, I do that too. And then like Taylor Swift, like she was so young, and like she was talking about how like she was singing Disney songs, but like she changed the words to them, and I was like, I do that too. But like I kind of just forget the words, so I make something else up. But I just thought that was pretty cool that they started off like young like me, and like they were like doing all these cool things that like I was doing kind of.
Yeah, you felt like you could relate to them.
Yeah. And I really liked all their music, and it was just really cool to me because like I got to go to both of their concerts, and it was just so awesome seeing them like in person. And it's like it's real, it's not fake, like it's in person and you get to see them, and it was just so great.
Yeah, it is really cool to see. It is cool to see your favorite artists in concert, and I remember there was when the Eras Tour was coming to Indianapolis, I was like, I remember I was talking to you guys. I was like, can I come stay with you if I get tickets to the Eras Tour? And of course they were like, yes, of course. But it didn't end up happening, but that's okay. Are you wearing a 1989 sweatshirt?
Yes.
Is that Swiftie merch?
No.
No,
It's
it was just
actually
like
from
that?
just a different store.
Yeah, that's so funny. It's on brand.
I love that. I had Billie Eilish tickets because they had she was on tour when COVID hit.
Oh.
And then right before she came to Indy, they canceled it. And when they rescheduled the tour, they didn't reschedule Indianapolis.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would have had to go somewhere else to go see her. And then that just like never happened. I'm still kind of sad that I never actually got to see her.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time.
She's
cool.
I thought it was pretty amazing. We saw her in
It was.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I love it.
So good.
We bought last minute tickets.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think you're gonna get any. It was like the day before that we like the concert, and she got tickets, and I'm like, What? How do you get tickets at the last minute? Because you usually like can't really do that.
Sometimes Ticketmaster holds those tickets till the very last second,
You got it.
you know?
Or their resale tickets.
Or their resale. Yeah.
Those are just very expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool. Well, do we want to do, or do you have any other questions?
No.
No. Do we want to do a little singing?
Yeah.
Maybe?
do it.
Yeah? I love it. Mom, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you for
Carrie.
having us.
Because we were talking about, like, Ireland, do you want your mom to be here when you sing or no? She's like, maybe not.
That's okay.
I don't blame you. I totally don't blame you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
and
you for
it's
having
so
me.
wonderful how you're supporting Ireland.
Yes.
You know, when I ask, like, is mom pushy or not, like, I feel like you're striking that balance of, like,
I agree.
giving her opportunities and not pushing her too hard perfectly. So
Thank you. I
Yay,
try,
Mom.
but I try.
Ireland, I do want you to know you're really lucky to have parents that are very, very supportive
Yes.
of you. As two people who also had parents that were very supportive of their dreams and their arts. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
That's awesome.
It is like something, even when you're maybe a little annoyed, because listen, I would get annoyed with my mom and my dad too, but like you're really lucky to have a family that's very supportive of your arts. So just keep that in mind when you might be feeling a little, because we've all been there. We've all been there, but
I love it. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Yes.
Alrighty, scene change. So we're doing a quick little warm up.
yeah, let's just do think do.
It usually is in water, so it doesn't sound that bad.
It's okay. Keep it steady from your core. Good. Okay, let's just do. Ooh.
Do it with a straw.
One more with the straw, and then we'll put the straw away. There you go. How about here? Ooh.
Ooh.
Here. Ooh.
Ooh.
Good. Watch your jaw. Ooh.
Ooh.
Here.
Ooh.
Here.
Ooh.
Here.
Ooh.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, that's mine!
Hey, that's mine!
Okay, cool. I feel like we're good.
Okay.
We'll see.
That was the world's fastest warm up, but I'm
Literally.
fascinated. I love it.
Well, if she can do that and she can go, hey, that's mine, we can probably sing.
Okay, very cool.
That's not as long of a warm up as you should do, just
Yeah.
for the camera.
So we're doing Homecoming Queen, Kelsey Ballerini?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys been working on that song?
Yes.
In lessons. Okay, what, let me ask you first before I ask Kate. What have you been working on in this particular song?
Just like my jaw and my posture and like different levels of volume and like when you're supposed to be like getting your mixed voice or like your lower voice.
Okay. Very cool.
guess.
Your jaw, so your jaw like not going sideways?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm usually like this.
Yeah, you like to like sing half like you got
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
I think that it's I'm not entirely sure. I think it could be a mixture of anxiety, imitation, because you like listen to a lot of other people and so you're trying to make the sounds that they're making, and you might be getting successful imitation by doing this. So that would be one of my assumptions. But it could be. You don't ever get pain in your jaw though, do you?
No.
No. Yeah. We
Sometimes
talked about
I get-
checking in on TMGA.
Sometimes I get pain from like smiling though.
Well, I can't help with that, but yeah, or too much engagement in her cheeks sometimes is happening too.
Okay. Very cool. Did Ireland remember all the things that you guys
I think so. Yeah, you kind of covered it. Just make sure I would uncross your legs. Actually. Yeah, there you go.
I'm adjusting my posture too. Love it. Okay. And do we want to do what part of the song?
What do you think? You want to just do like the first verse and chorus?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things we are working on a little bit with this song is like adding a little emotion to it because it is a story, a little bit of a story, right? And this is I kind of gave this song to you as well because I thought maybe you could try bringing it to like piano or guitar too because it's a nice coming of age song.
Very cool. Did you pick the song?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Nice. How do you guys usually navigate that? Like, who picks songs to work on?
I'll usually like throw a couple songs that do the same thing at Ireland, and I'll be like, "Which one do you like?" Because it gives them a little ownership in their song. I don't want my students singing songs they don't like. Sometimes I'll give people songs if I'm like, "We need to work on this technique," but kind of we're at the point where we're kind of like exploring what's Ireland's personal like sound.
Yeah.
You know, like what kind of music does she want to sing? Because we've done kind of everything. We've done musical theater. We've done pop. We've done so much songs. So many songs.
What do you like the most? Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift?
We actually haven't really done a lot of Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did Billie Eilish. We did we did that one
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Benson Boone. We did a Benson Boone song. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
So still mostly in the pop realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. I love it. Alrighty. Do you feel ready, Ireland? Alrighty, let's try it.
Hey, homecoming queen, why do you lie when somebody's mean? Where do you hide? Do people assume you're always alright? Been so good at smiling most of your life. Look real good in the dress, zipping up the mess, dancing with your best foot forward. Does it get hard to have to play the part? Nobody's feeling sorry for you. What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let them all in on the lie? Even the homecoming queen cries.
Good. Yeah. Okay, how'd it feel?
It felt good.
Yeah, it felt good? Yeah. Okay, great. So what did you notice? I can tell your voice isn't like super warm. Yeah.
It's like, I feel like my voice gets really dry sometimes. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It happens. And so that's why it's like kind of weak. So.
Doesn't sound too weak to me, but I hear what you mean about dry. Did you take an allergy pill this morning?
No.
No allergy pill this morning? When do you usually take the allergy pills?
She doesn't have to take it too often.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, because sometimes allergy pills can really dry us out. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, maybe it's the allergy pill. Okay. You know, I know Mom just got you a glass of water, so do you want to blow some bubbles with the straw in the water?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. Nothing is sounding alarming to me. Well, nothing ever sounds alarming with Ireland. She has a great voice. But I think what I'm hearing right now is that I want to hear that the chorus, what if I told you? But can we bubble it first? Yeah. Good. Okay, can we do that one more time? And we're repeating to help get Ireland's brain learning. And the water is helpful because it adds a little extra. It adds a visual context to what we're doing. It helps like the breath stay connected. And it's fun to blow bubbles.
It is.
Beautiful. Okay, nice.
Really
that
nice.
one sounded great. Okay, now let's do it on the words. But check your neck. You're starting to dip a little bit. I know it's probably also like with the mic and like with everything.
Yeah.
The mic's going to pick it up. Don't worry about like needing to sing into the mic. Don't worry about that. But you got it. Sounding really good.
What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let them all in on the lie? Even Even the homecoming queen cries.
Nice. Did you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear a difference?
It was really nice. It was a little bit more present, is how I would maybe describe that.
Yeah, present's nice. Present's nice. Okay, now my question for you is, what effort level were you at just there?
Maybe like a 5.
5? Okay, cool. What happens if let's pretend we're towards the end of the song. What happens if we go to like a 6 or a 7? So it's like a little bit more towards the end of the song kind of volume. So we can get a little bit, because what are you trying to say right now?
It's okay to like show your emotions. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so let's try it at like a 6 or a 7. Okay?
What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let 'em all in on the lie? Even the homecoming queen cries.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I felt emotion, and I've felt like you pushed the effort a little bit, which is great. And you got a little bit more presence in the sound too. Yeah, good job. Okay, does that feel okay? All right, let's keep it at a 6 or a 7 for effort.
What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let 'em all in on the lie? Even the homecoming queen cries. What if I told you the sky wouldn't fall if you lost your composure, said to heck with it all? Not everything pretty sparkles and shines, and even the homecoming queen cries.
Good, good. Okay, how's that feel?
Good.
Good. You want to try it standing up? Is that too much?
No.
So now we're standing. So now let's put all of that together. Let's put that 6 to 7 together. Let's put that emotion together, and let's use it all in the last chorus. Okay?
Okay.
Give it to us, the entire
Go, girl.
thing.
Feeling sorry for you. What if I told you?
What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let 'em all in on the lie? Even the homecoming queen cries. What if I told you the sky wouldn't fall if you lost your composure, said to heck with it all? Not everything pretty sparkles and shines, and even the homecoming queen cries.
Nice. Good job. Nice. How'd it feel?
Oh, good.
I felt like there was a lot more emotion behind it too, which is great because we know that's important with the storytelling, right? Yeah. Good job. This song is really good at like helping we're really working on mixing your voice, right? Sometimes we call Ireland's belts or like mixed belt, like her big voice, because we're still like, it'll pop out, right? And then but then sometimes you're like, it's too much effort, right? So we pull it back. So we're trying to find that like special balance between like your big voice, right? Your belt voice, and like a more quiet sound. And this is kind of like a good way to find like that mix within,
and in between.
within between the two right now. No,
I have a question for you.
Sure.
So with the what if I told you up there, do you ever do like a ga 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 or something like that with the
No.
student to get a little bit more closure?
Oh, a little bit more closure, yeah.
You said for kids Ireland's age, you get that extra gap, and it's a little bit harder sometimes to get that phonation going.
No, but we could try it.
Can we just try that? So instead of singing the lyrics, you're just going ga 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 ga. Let's try it.
Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga.
Yeah. Here, pause for a second.
Yeah.
No, that was it. And now I remember why I don't usually do ga ga ga, because your jaw starts to like right. So think about it like with the back of your tongue. Ga 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 ga. Jaw stays still though.
Ga 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 ga.
There you go. Put your finger on your chin just so you can feel.
Ga 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 ga.
You feel how much it's moving?
Ga 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 ga.
Yeah. Okay.
Would a yeah be?
We could try a yeah, like Ariana Grande.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's a little better.
Interesting. Like looking at her tongue too, it's like yeah, like it's pushing forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Can you go gaila, gaila, gaila?
Gaila, gaila, gaila.
Yes, but now no jaw. Say gai, ga, ga, ga.
Guy.
And then la's on your front teeth. La.
La.
Gaila.
Gaila.
See how my jaw's not moving now? Gaila.
Gaila.
Gaila, gaila, gaila.
Gaila, gaila, gaila.
Yeah, we've started working on that.
Jaw and tongue separation. Okay.
Yeah, it isolates the back of the back tongue muscles and the front tongue muscles. You can do gaila, 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 or gullah, gullah, gullah.
Gullah, gullah, gaila, 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 gullah, gullah. Gullah, gullah is easier for me than gaila. Gaila.
yeah.
Gaila, gullah,
It's
gullah.
tricky. We're working on it.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I think in this case it probably makes more sense to work on keeping the jaw still first before going into a gullah.
Yes, yeah, and that's something we've been spending time on for sure.
Very cool.
You know, it's the fun thing about singing is that there's always something you can work on, and there's always something like that. It's not imperfection. It's like where it's your learning process, right? Because if we tell everybody everything all at once, our brains are going to explode, right?
gosh, yes.
You know, so
There's an order to the madness sometimes.
Yes.
And that order is going to look different for everybody.
totally,
Yeah.
totally.
Love it.
But it sounds so good. I really like you singing this song.
I love it.
Yeah. Maybe we can. There was a couple of weeks ago when you sang. Well, this was maybe more than a couple of weeks ago at this point. She sang at the open mic, and we've had videos from all the open mics over the last few years.
I love that.
And wowie, wow. I was
Lots
like,
of progress.
oh my God.
You've
I was
grown.
like, it's crazy. And your height has also grown too, which is great. But you were singing like so nicely when you were younger, and now you're growing and your voice is getting so much better. I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it, but it's very impressive.
I love it. Do we want to sing it through once?
You want to do the whole thing? Yeah. Well, it depends on what. It's 12:01 right now.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, let's maybe just do that last chorus one more time.
Do it one more time?
Yeah, let's try it
Cool.
one more time.
What if I told you the world wouldn't end if you started showing what's under your skin? What if you let them all in on the lie, even the homecoming queen cries? What if I told you the sky wouldn't fall if you lost your composure, said to heck with it all? Not everything pretty sparkles and shines, and even the homecoming queen cries.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. And I noticed that you relaxed your lips a little bit, and that helped. Yeah. Good job. This is scary. Good job. It's a scary thing to get up and do this. So it's very impressive.
You're killing
You
it.
should be proud of yourself.
We
for
are
your
for
bravery.
sure proud of you. Mom's proud of you too.
Yeah.
We're all proud.
Nervous. She was nervous.
Yeah, that's okay. Nervous means you care, right?
Yes. Do you have any questions, Ireland? Do you feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
Feel good? How is this for you working with her in person?
Oh my God,
for
it's so
just a couple
fun.
minutes?
So fun. Yeah, it was great. It's nice to hang and to, see you in person, and I can tell you like corrections and things like that, and there's no Zoom lag. That's kind of nice.
Oh yeah.
But
cool.
it's always fun.
Yeah,
good
love
stuff.
it. Thank you so much, Ireland, for
Thank
coming
you.
in. And
Thank you to the fans.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it. We'll have to do this again next time you're in town.
Yes,
This is so
absolutely.
fun.
This is
I
fun.
love it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Ireland, for coming in. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank
for coming
you.
in. Alrighty. Thanks, everybody, for listening, for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.